guys, so today I'm going to be doing this really fun and bright sunset eye look. I know it's winter right now, but I've been really wanting to do this. And I'm using this palette that I just made from Coastal Scents. This was about $32, but me being dumb, I bought 11 eyeshadow shades. So I actually just bought another one that's like a bright sparkly orange to put in that last little empty slot. And right now I'm going to prime my eyelids with some Mercier powder, and I'm just going to put that on top of my eyelids. I actually already put a little bit of concealer after carving out my brows. And I'm going to be using this really light peach shade right here, and I'm going to be taking a small little fluffy brush and putting that all in my crease because this is going to be my transition shade, so I really want to make sure it's blended out and nice and smooth so I get a really great transition. So I'm just going to keep blending and blending. And now I'm going to take this a little bit darker of a peachy pink shade. And I'm going to take again that same brush. And I'm going to just deepen up the crease a little bit right where I put a lot of that transition color. And again, I'm just going to make sure I really blend this out well. Not putting too much on the brush, but just a little bit and really building up that color. So we have a really smooth transition when we put in the brighter orange shade. And also just to remind you guys, all these shades that I'm using, all my products will be listed down below in the description bar. And I actually made this palette as a dupe for the Too Faced Peach palette because that one's $50. This ended up only being about $30, and I got all the shades that I really wanted. And these shades have great pigmentation, and they're super, super easy to use and super blendable. And they're only $2 a piece right now. So after my little complaints about something dancing, I was actually watching some BuzzFeed videos while doing this, so I was like laughing my butt off watching all those and listening to some music. And now I think I'm going to be taking this bright orange shade down here, and I'm just going to be using this to really add some color and deepen up the crease as much as I can without making it too dark. And this adds just a fun pop of color, and I'm taking a smaller, more definer shader brush, and I'm putting that right where my crease is, just a little bit, not bringing it up too far, but once I kind of get the color in there, I'm going to go back with that same small fluffy brush and blend it all out. And then it makes this really great, beautiful color transition that kind of adds to that sunset type look. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out until I get it all done. And now I'm going to take this fun, sparkly orange shade, and I'm going to put that all on my lid. And I'm going to use my finger just because I feel like I get better coverage and that I get better color payoff using that. So I'm just going to take a little bit and pat it all on my lid, just doing that a few different times until I get the color payoff that I want. Next, I'm going to take that fluffy brush again, and I'm just going to blend everything out, making sure I have a really smooth, seamless transition, and which helps add to the sunset eye look. And I also actually did my eyeliner and my false lashes off camera just because it was a little hard to film. It actually got deleted too, so I just decided to do that all off camera. And now I'm taking my Farsali makeup primer. This is Unicorn Tears. It was actually limited edition. I did a review on it if you guys would like to go and watch that. So I'm just going to take 3 drops, put it all over my face, really rubbing that in, making sure it's all into my skin and ready to go. And next, I'm taking my Farsali Rose Gold Beauty Elixir, which is actually a moisturizer. It does have some oil in it, and I'm going to take 3 drops of that, and I'm going to rub that all into my skin. It's really good if you use those 2 products as a pair. They're supposed to work really, really well together, and I think there's 2 super great products that I highly recommend. So I'm going to smooth that all into my skin before I put on any foundation. So now I'm taking my Makeup Forever HD foundation, and I'm mixing it with a little bit of this Becca Cosmetics highlighter stuff, and I'm going to put that together, and it gives a really great texture and it gives a lot of glow. And I'm just going to use my fingers and rub that into my face. And I'm going to make sure I get it all over my face, and it gives a good medium coverage, as well as putting a little bit on my neck to help that transition. I'm going to keep making sure I'm rubbing all that in, and I really get good coverage and everything is smooth and seamless. And then I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. This is my favorite concealer. It's very creamy. And I'm just going to take a little bit on my fingertips and put it a little bit underneath my eye, not directly underneath it. And I'm going to pat it out. Make sure you don't swipe because swipes can cause wrinkles and can tug on that skin. And that skin is very delicate. So what I do is I just take my pointer finger and I dab it out. And then I'm going to take my Mercier translucent powder and I'm going to set my under eyes. I'm going to take this big fluffy brush, get enough of product on the brush, then just set it by patting. Again, you don't want to swipe underneath, you just want to pat on the product. And next I'm going to take my Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo bronzer, and on another big fluffy brush, I'm just going to carve out my cheeks. I'm really just trying to warm up the face, not exactly like a contour, more of like a warm, glowy look. So I'm just going to blend that out on my cheeks and around my forehead and a little bit underneath my neck. And if anyone else knows this baby hair struggle that constantly gets in the way when you're trying to do any type of bronzer or contouring, they just get like all in. It is such a pain. So you constantly see me like trying to brush them back. And now I'm going to do some eyeshadow underneath my eyes. And I'm just going to take that second shade I used earlier, that nice light pinky peach. And I'm going to just blend that out on my bottom lash line using a small shader brush. And then I'm also going to take that brighter color that we use, mostly just in the crease. I'm going to take that same color and do the same thing, mostly just on that outer part of the eye. So again, I'm going to take that color, just put it on the outer part, and just put a little bit to blend into that lighter peachy shade to also add a pop of color. And now I'm going to take my trusty Mad Lash mascara by the Balm. This is just a little tester size, and I'm just going to put a little bit on my bottom lashes, not a whole lot, because I do have long bottom lashes, so I mostly just like to darken them up, not necessarily lengthen them. Now I'm going to take this B Matte blush that I got in my Ipsy Glam bag, and I'm going to take this brighter pink shade. I think it's called Guava. Again, I'll list it down below. And I'm just taking a big fluffy brush, putting a little bit of that on the apples of my cheeks, kind of just to wrap up that bright, fun, colorful look I have going on my eyes. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my cheeks and make sure, again, I'm going to go back, blend everything out of my face, make sure I have a really smooth transition. Now I'm going to take this Colourpop cream highlighter. These highlighters are really great, but I do suggest setting them with a powder highlight because it will help make sure the highlight stays all day. So I'm just going to put on a little bit of this cream highlighter, and I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit that I just got, and I'm going to take Snow because I am very pale, and I'm going to take Snow on my brush. I actually don't have my fan brush, so I'm just going to use this small little flat brush, and I'm going to pat it on the high points of my cheeks and a little bit around my forehead. And also, I forgot to do this, but you can also put this on the inner corners of your eye and right below your brow bone, which kind of helps tie everything together. I'm just going to blend everything out, put a little bit on my Cupid's bow and a little bit on my nose just to wrap up the look. And I'm going to take this lip cream by NYX, and this one's in the shade London. Actually, no, this is in the shade Athens. And I'm just going to put this on my lips and just get a good coat. And then I'm also going to take this, I'm singing right now, I don't know what I'm singing, but next I'm going to take this lip gloss I got right here from Smashbox, and it's just a nude color. I'm just going to put it right on top. And here you go, guys. This is the finished look. It's super easy and fun. Even in the wintertime, when it's cold, it's still fun to have a nice, bright, colorful look. So I hope you guys enjoy, and subscribe, like, and comment down below.